You guys are aware this is a taping, right? So I had to get a haircut for it, obviously. And no matter what haircut I get, I always look like a King Charles Cocker Spaniel. Every single fucking time. I always look like one of those dogs, and every single time I see them on the street, I'm like, what conditioner do you use? Tell me. Let me ask you guys something. So are we all still celebrating Pride, or are we fucking homophobes? What's going on? I love Pride. I love Pride so much. Sometimes when I tell this joke, there's one gay person in the audience who's like dehydrated, who's like, it never ends. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Jesus, somebody get them a Pedialyte, Jesus. I love Pride. I love Pride so much. I love New York City Pride because my birthday is June 28th, so that means there's literally a parade on my birthday every single year. And you know me. I'm gonna walk in there just like every other straight woman with a boyfriend and act like that shit's about me, you know? I'm gonna be like, I'm not like the others. It's actually my fucking birthday. Dude, I walk into New York City Pride like one of those dogs that got onto a soccer field in the middle of a pro game. I'm like, how did you guys know I love this? There's a ball here? Fuck yeah, I love that. But if you guys are wondering what's wrong with me, I'm from Boston originally. Hell yeah, we got a woo back there. We'll fight in the parking lot later. I don't have the time. Yeah, I'm from Boston. My family, like, I don't know, you guys can probably assume. I grew up like white trash, you know? My family wasn't woke at all. I had this cousin growing up that my whole family would like talk about him being gay. Turns out he was just good at math. Yeah, dude, he was just fucking good at math. Like, my poor cousin Tom would come home with an A on his paper, and my uncle would be like, what the fuck is this? What, are you fucking queer or something? Go outside, throw a ball around. And I'm like, this poor fucking kid, you want him to be more masculine or more concussed, you know? And my uncle's like, I don't know the difference between those two words, but I want him to be like a big, strong man, you know? Like Aaron Hernandez. And I'm like, you mean the guy who fucking murdered 3 people in cold blood and is also fucking gay? Like, what the fuck? Come on. What are you talking about, dude? Homophobic for no reason, with zero information. You have probably picked up on this. I fucking hate bookstores. I fucking hate bookstores, dude. I hate bookstores. Here's the thing. I grew up in Boston. I've lived in New York for like 10 years now. Bookstores are just the canary in the coal mine for your fucking rent going up. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if you've ever been into one of these places, by the way. Some of you have glasses, so I assume you have. But every time I go into a fucking bookstore, I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm looking for a book. And they're like, sorry, we don't have that book. We can order it for you. And I'm like, I can fucking order it for me. Why the fuck did I come here, dude? Like, I swear to God, all any bookstore ever has is just tote bags and then 50,000 copies of Michelle Obama's Becoming, okay? I'm like, how is this a sustainable business, dude? And this is the problem. This is how we stop gentrification. Watch it. We gotta stop. I know I look like every barista you've ever had. So that's why it's hard for me to talk about this. We gotta stop telling people to follow their dreams. I'm sorry, we gotta stop doing it. We've done it for too long. I'm a millennial, you know. I was told that I could do anything growing up, but I'm 5'1" and I can't read, so that's not true. I'll never be in the WNBA and I can't be a lawyer, and that's the only 2 jobs I've heard of. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do out there. We gotta stop telling people to follow their dreams. All they do, people follow their dreams, then they come to New York to become artists, but they just smoke cigarettes and have bangs. And they make my fucking rent go up, dude, okay? If everybody in America followed their fucking dreams, we'd have 150 million DJs and 1 mailman, okay? And that's not a society I wanna live in, okay? So, all right, you guys are on TikTok? Hell yeah. Some of you guys are being quiet about it. I know you are. I haven't worked in months, dude. Seriously, all I do is TikTok all day. I look at videos of aquariums, and that's it. One thing that's been coming up on my TikTok a lot, this happened like a few months ago, actually. Have you seen this trend where people are talking about how redheads are black? Yes. Yeah, we've seen this stuff. Obviously, it's come up for me. They know me. And here's the thing. I love the jokes. The jokes are so funny. My black friends are sending it to me. It's very funny. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's not real, okay? You know, I've been a redhead my entire life, and I've never been black, but I've heard about it. So I don't think it's the same. Based on what I've heard, I don't think it's the same at all. But I love the jokes. The jokes are so funny, you know, I got people sending that shit to me. When that shit was going on, my boss, who's a black guy, I go into the office, and he's like, Allie, congrats. And I'm like, thank you so much. It feels so good. It feels so cool of me. You feel this way all the time? And he's like, not all the time. And I'm like, totally. Yeah, I get that. And then he tried to dap me up. And it immediately became apparent that I was not black. It was insane. I don't know, you ever see like a baby deer try to light a cigarette or something? I don't know, it was crazy. What really happened is I missed and I wasn't fucking cool about it. That's what happened. I missed and I was like, call me back later, please, you know? It was horrible. So I do have a boyfriend, despite everything you've heard. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was hard work, but I got it, dude. So me and my boyfriend, we celebrated 2 years recently, and thank you so much. It was so easy. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But we celebrated 2 years, but here's the thing, we're both comics, so we're broke as fuck. We have no money. So we were like, no gifts for our 2 years, you know? But I wanted to get him a little silly gift, you know what I mean? So do you guys remember those like bumper stickers and t-shirts and shit that are like, pray for me, my wife's Italian? Do you guys remember those? I fucking love those. They're so funny. It's just boomer humor, you know what I mean? Like, there might as well be like a fucking minion on it. So I thought it would be funny to get my boyfriend a shirt that says, pray for me, my wife's Irish. So I go on, because you guys get it. I go online, and I'm scrolling through the shirts, and then I see a shirt that says, pray for me, my husband's Irish. And that's just a whole different vibe. Just a completely different vibe than I was looking for, frankly. Dude, pray for me, my wife is Irish is like, uh-oh, she's gonna talk a lot, you know? Pray for me, my husband's Irish is like, oh my God, I got pregnant again, and now he's gonna throw me down the stairs. That is so those shirts should be fucking illegal, dude. Like, if I saw a woman wearing that shirt, I would call the fucking police, okay? Just kidding, obviously I wouldn't call the police, her husband would show up. That's right, I hate those guys. Hot take. But yeah, I am glad to have a boyfriend. I did not do well on the apps, because here's the thing. I would like meet a guy online, and he'd be like, ooh, a redhead. And then we would meet up in person, I'd be like, don't fucking look me in the eyes. I just don't have like a very welcoming energy to me, you know what I mean? And men don't want that, you know? Like, men want a woman who's like, excuse me, mister. I don't know where my pussy is. Can you help me find my pussy, please? I don't have that energy at all, frankly. And here's the thing, it's not that I'm like not doing it out of feminism or whatever, because if I could do that, I would have been married yesterday. You know what I mean? But it's just that I don't have the capacity for it. Men look at me and they're like, she knows exactly where her pussy is. And I fucking hate that about her. So when I was on the apps, there was a picture, this is probably part of the problem, there's a picture of me on my profile dressed as pro wrestler Becky Lynch. Yeah, we have thank you so much, some fans of wrestling in here. So that just means that I would like talk to dudes about wrestling, and then we would mutually agree that we weren't attracted to each other and we'd never meet up. It was really fucking cool. I was talking to this one guy about wrestling, and I was like, oh, who's your favorite wrestler? And he's like, Chris Benoit. Okay, yeah, so some of you know who that is. So for everybody else in the audience who didn't grow up watching wrestling and was raised by their parents, Chris Benoit is known for two things, right? And that's being 2004's heavyweight world champ, right? And then, clap it up and wait for the next thing I'm gonna say. And then murdering his whole family and hanging himself with a Bowflex. So that's a red flag, right? Dude, saying Chris Benoit is your favorite wrestler is like saying OJ is your favorite running back, okay? Like, listen, they were good at what they did, but keep that shit to yourself, okay? So I kept talking to this guy, and he confided in me. He was like, listen, before we meet up or anything, I just want to let you know I'm missing 5 fingers on one of my hands. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking missing a hand, okay? You're missing a hand, dude. You can't be rounding up like that, okay? I'm not gonna be like on the fence about it and be like, he's got a palm, one, you know? Thank you so much. I've been Allie O'Neill.